So I probably discovered psilocybin mushrooms myself 5 or 6 years ago through some friends. In that process, I met several people that had experienced healing and other people that experienced profound spiritual connection through psilocybin mushrooms. And so I was already enthusiastic about the healing properties and the spiritual properties of psilocybin mushrooms, and the recreational properties of it were quite fun as well. I was looking for a new career up here, some kind of retirement, something I could work for myself. I knew Oregon had legalized it. I was interested in it. And I thought it would be a great opportunity to get started at the very ground floor of a brand new industry. You see where some parts of it are turning blue? That's actually the psilocybin. It breaks down into psilocin when exposed to oxygen or when bruised, and then the psilocin breaks down into a blue dye, which creates that blue color. And in fact, we're not allowed to make claims about our products that are not backed with science. But the psilocybin mushrooms have a long traditional and spiritual background. And it is believed, and I'm one of the people that believes in this, that the energy that you put into the mushrooms and the specific lineage of the mushrooms and their traditional background, indigenous background perhaps, can have an important part to play in the healing that the mushroom can provide.
So it concentrates the...
Which is named after where it evidently was found growing. Because we have all these overhead costs, and in order to become cash positive, we have to put our prices where they're at now. I'm planning on lowering my prices as soon as I get a third service center in my customer net. I want to make it this accessible to everyone. And between the current high costs of service centers, which they have to price it where they're pricing it to stay in business, and the current high costs of the mushrooms themselves, it's not really accessible to low-income people yet, and I want that to eventually happen.
And so we've learned about the environment. We're in a very small environment. How can we make the experience more comfortable? Our first two clients, we didn't have bedding, so I was like, oh, we need to get sheets and pillows. And this kind of journey is not for the faint of heart. You have to know what you're getting into. And keep plugging along, but when we start contributing a significant amount into our pay it forward fund. That's the main thing. We're just trying to have a sustainable business right now, but if we can transition into a larger space that we can do our retreats and all that kind of stuff, that's going to be a wonderful thing. But right now, this is what we have.
And that is that there's a lot of unknowns to this work right now. And so clients are, we're making sure that they're informed about those unknowns, as well as the potential benefits or potential risks of consuming psilocybin. And so, we've really tried to be thoughtful in those operational documents that are reviewed with clients. We're not going to have tons of dispensaries selling to the general public. This is very much about supported use for adults 21 years of age or older. And that support comes from licensed facilitators who don't handle or sell the psilocybin products, but instead provide preparation, administration, and integration sessions to clients.